Starting in Tadasana, feel your feet rooting down into the floor. Let your palms shine forward as your shoulder blades relax away from your ears and the crown of your head lifts towards the sky. Slowing your breath, allowing yourself to stay present in your body. Moving into modified A, arms lift to the sky, and exhale, forward fold and pause. Let your hips glide forward as the weight moves towards your toes, glancing towards your belly button. Releasing your hamstrings and your low back. Inhaling, half lift, pause for a moment, pull your belly away from your thighs, finding a nice flat supported low back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands lift up to the sky, and exhale, hands back to your heart. Inhale as your hands lift, and exhale, folding forward. Releasing as you breathe. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, hips glide forward. Inhale up to standing, and exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhaling into a flat back, half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhaling all the way up, hands to the sky, exhaling, hands to your heart. Inhale as your arms rise up to go back, a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to your heart. Moving into one more time. Inhale, hands lift up to go back. Exhaling, hinge forward to a fold. Inhaling into a flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Let your hips glide forward. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhaling your hands to your heart. Moving to the A series, arms lift. Exhale to fold. Inhaling into a flat back. Exhaling, palms down, step back into plank. Breathe in and out of your nose. Press your heels back as your chest pulls forward. Exhale, moving forward into chaturanga, elbows hug into your ribs. Inhaling into upward facing dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Inhaling into your nose. Option to exhale out of your mouth. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. And exhale, step or jump. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands up to the sky. And exhale, hands move back to your heart. Inhaling as you lift up to the sky. And exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. And exhale, step or jump back into your Vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, half lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, hands lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. And exhale, move through your Vinyasa. Chaturanga, staying strong. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're doing beautifully. Inhaling, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart. Moving into the B series. Inhale, chair. Breathing in and out of your nose. Relax your jaw. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Shoulders move forward, elbows hug in. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, let your right leg lift and pause for a moment. Toes are pointing down, heel is pulling back. Left heel presses down. Exhale, your knee moves towards your nose. Step it through and inhale up into warrior one. Your left foot is at a 45-degree angle, pointing halfway between sideways and forward, allowing your left hip to move forward as your right hip moves back. Exhale, stepping back, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Right heel presses down as your left heel pulls back. Slowing your breath. Exhale your knee to your nose, step your foot forward and inhale up into warrior one. Shoulders relax down your back. Front ribs move back as your back ribs lift away from your hips. Exhale, placing your palms down, stepping back through your vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog to down dog. Beautiful work. Taking a moment to breathe in your down dog. Getting control over your breath if you lost it. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, jump up to the top of your mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, hips glide forward. Inhale, chair pose. Sit it low. And exhale, hands move towards your heart. One breath per movement. Inhale, chair. B series. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump. Take your vinyasa. Shoulders forward, elbows hug in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, your right leg lifts. On the exhale, steps between your hands and inhale up into warrior one for one inhale. And exhale releases you back, chaturanga. Option for a three-legged chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog to the left side. Inhale, left side lifts. Exhale between your hands, it steps. Inhale up into warrior one. And exhale, release into your chaturanga. Trying to lower it on the same breath. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees and look forward. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into chair. And exhale all the way up to standing. Great work, y'all. Moving on. Inhale, arms lift. Little back bend if you'd like. And exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. And exhale, step or jump. Take your vinyasa. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog at your own pace. We'll catch up. Inhaling as your right leg lifts. Let it pull back, left heel pressing down. Exhale your knee to your nose. Inhaling it, lengthen it behind you. Exhale to squeeze your belly in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, squeezing it in. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, squeezing it in, step forward, and inhale up into crescent pose. Your back knee is bent. Let your right hip move back towards your left heel as your left hip moves forward towards your right knee. A simple twist, tilt of the pelvis as your tailbone points down to get a nice sensation in your hip flexor. Bring your hands to your heart. We're moving towards warrior three. Bringing your weight into your front foot and lifting into warrior three. Today for our freedom flow, we're bringing our hands out to the side like a bird. You can take them in front of you, to the side, behind you, or into a prayer, but I'm encouraging your hands out to the side just for a little playfulness. Your heel and head are pulling in opposite directions as your belly pulls toward your belly away from your thigh. Bringing your hands down into standing splits, keeping your hips neutral. You can walk your hands back towards your foot if you'd like and let your left heel pull back. Relax your jaw. Bring your left foot behind the right ankle and let yourself rock forward and back or side to side, seeing where your body needs the stretch today. Uncross your ankles, inhale, halfway lift, exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, and exhale, hands to your heart. Take your arms out to the side. We're moving into eagle. Let your right arm move on top of the left, crossing your forearms and your palms if you can. Shoulders down, elbows up, forearms away, opening the back of your back. Bring your weight into your right foot. Your left knee moves up to your chest and cross it over your right thigh. Sitting low if you can. You don't have to come back too far. Press into the big toe mound of your right foot. You can bring your elbows towards your knees and find a focal point. Lift up halfway. See if you can move straight into Warrior 3 with eagle arms, uncrossing your legs, stretching it back. Warrior 3, beautiful work. Heel is pulling away, your fingers are pulling forward, your belly is lifting off of your thigh. And step it back into a reverse crescent with eagle arms. Keep your arms just as they are. Back heel is up, reaching your hands up and back. Relax your jaw. Releasing your arms, inhaling your arms lift, and exhale, releasing down. Optional vinyasa or straight to down dog. Great. Great. Other side. Downward dog. Inhale, let the left leg lift. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale to lengthen back. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze and step it through. And inhaling up into crescent pose. Left hip moves back, right hip rolls forward. Pelvis scoops forward to get that delicious hip flexor stretch. Bringing your hands towards your heart. Moving into Warrior 3. Bringing your hands wherever you want, or you can choose to fly today. Let your belly pull away from your thigh, pressing into your left foot, making your left leg a pillar of strength, and release your hands down into standing splits. Let your right heel pull back. To get deeper, walk your hands back in line with your foot. Cross your back foot behind your left ankle. Let your hips sway. Just open up and feel good. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. And exhale, your hands to your heart. Opening up your arms for eagle. Cross your left arm under your right. Palms together if you can. Shoulders down. Elbows up. Forearms move away. Shoulders down. Elbows up. Forearms away. Bring your weight into your left leg. Pulling your belly towards your spine, your right leg lifts and crosses over your left thigh as you sit back. Great work. You can stay right here and that's awesome, or you can start to bring your elbows down towards your knee, finding a focal point for a fuller expression of eagle. That's also awesome. Lifting up halfway, moving into Warrior 3 with eagle arms, extending your right leg back. Your belly pulls up toward your spine, absorbing up towards the sky. Heel and head move in opposite directions and step it back into a reverse crescent. You're a rock star. Releasing your arms and exhaling as you release down through your vinyasa or straight to down dog. And let yourself release your knees down, taking a child's pose. Let your arms move forward. Relax your jaw. Regain control of your breath. Make your way up into all fours for a few cat-cows. Your inhale, you drop your belly down as you glance up to the sky. And exhale, pull your belly towards your spine, head and tailbone drop down. Inhaling to lift and exhaling to drop your head. Going at your own pace. Connecting your breath with your movement. Walk your hands forward, down dog. Right leg lifts. Open your right hip on top of your left and let your knee point up to the sky as your heel points towards your shoulder. What a release. Bring your knee towards your nose, step it through, and we're inhaling up into Warrior Two. Use your right inner thigh to move forward and towards the right to protect your right knee over your ankle and not let it fall in towards the left. Moving into side angle pose as your right arm moves down towards your thigh. Your left arm can reach up to the sky or overhead. Press into your right forearm to lift out of your shoulder. If you have a binding practice, you can take your top arm behind your back. You can reach your other arm behind you if you can grab it, opening your chest towards the sky. If not, stay where you're comfortable. I'm comfortable with my arm up to the sky or overhead. Inhale up into Warrior Two. Release your back hand to your back thigh. Inhale into Reverse Warrior. Release your hands down, moving through your Vinyasa, Chaturanga. Inhaling upward facing dog to downward facing dog at your own pace. Inhale, your left leg lifts and stack your hip. Let your foot fall. Bring your knee to your nose, step your foot between your hands and inhale up into Warrior Two. Press energetically down through your palms to engage your biceps and your triceps. Shoulders relax down. Bringing your arm down to your thigh for side angle pose. Letting your bottom hip move forward as your right hip rolls open, opening your chest. If you did a bind on the other side, feel free to give it a go on this one. Otherwise, stay where you're comfortable and breathe. Inhaling back into Warrior Two. Take an exhale. Inhale into Reverse Warrior. Getting a nice side body stretch. Cartwheel your hands down. Great work. Take a vinyasa or straight to down dog. Moving at your own pace, at your own freedom flow. Inhale, your right leg lifts. We're moving into pigeon. Right hand to your right wrist and walk it over towards the left. Trying to keep your knee closer to parallel to the front of your mat. Walking your left leg back a little bit. Staying up on your arms or releasing down onto your forearms. Let yourself rest and release. Breathe, release. Breathe, release. If you'd like a quad stretch, walk your arms up, Bend your back knee and take your right arm to reach for your left foot. And if you'd like more, you can take your left arm to reach your back foot, lifting through your chest. Not necessary, you can stay in pigeon this whole time. Pigeon is delicious. Slowly release it down. Tuck your back toes under, lift your left knee up, and step back, downward facing dog. Pigeon on the left. Inhaling, left leg lifts, your left foot moves to your left wrist. Walk it over towards the right and drop your left knee down behind your left wrist. Release your back leg down. Let your left hip pull back as your right hip draws down, and release your forearms down towards the mat. Pigeon. We're doing some bird poses today for our flight of freedom. Breathe and release. Breathe, release. Your left hip moves towards your right ankle, and your right hip rolls down towards the mat, opening a little deeper. For a quad stretch, you walk your hands up, move your back foot towards your bottom as your right hand reaches around. Option for both hands. An option to stay in pigeon during this time. Release slowly down. Tuck your back toes under, lift your right knee up, and step back into downward facing dog. Awesome work. You're going to release your knees down and take a child's pose. Option to have your knees together and your feet together and walk your hands back to your heels, or you can have your knees wide for a hip opener. We're going to make our way into a seated position for a butterfly pose. So bring your feet together, your knees apart. Bring your hands towards your ankles and exhale to fold forward. You can bring your forearms to your calves to help encourage your legs to open up a little deeper, or you can walk your hands forward. Just breathe and relax. And walk your hands back up, bringing your legs wide. Take your right hand to the inside of your right leg and reach your left arm over. You can stay right here, opening your chest, or if you want to, you can reach your left arm over to your right toes. And if you point your toes, you're going to get a really nice stretch on your side body. Take your top hand over to meet your right hand, crossing over your right leg. And slowly walk your arms forward and take them over to the left. Bringing your left hand to the inside of your thigh, reaching your right arm overhead, wherever feels good. That could include reaching your toes, and it could include pointing your toes for a deeper side body stretch. Take your top hand over to meet the left hand, crossing your body over your left leg. Walking your hands forward for a small release. Walking your hands back up. We're going to end today in a seated meditation. You may Shavasana if you prefer. I'm encouraging you guys today to leave your palms up towards the sky. Let your shoulders relax down your back. Relax your forehead. Release the space between your brow. Relax your jaw. Slow your breath. Enjoy a quiet moment with yourself. Start to bring a little movement into your fingers, bringing awareness back into your body, into your surroundings. We're going to take 3 cleansing breaths together. Inhale as your hands lift up to the sky. Exhale, open your mouth. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, hands lift to the sky. Open your mouth. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more. Inhale, hands lift to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart. Bringing your hands into a prayer. Inhale to your forehead for the right thoughts, to your mouth for the right words, and to your heart for the right actions. Thank you for letting me lead you in your practice today. Namaste.